Welcome! Today we're going to talk about this 2023 Tesla Model Y long range that we have for sale. One amazing battery electric vehicle. Not only is it the best selling battery electric vehicle in the world, in 2023 the Tesla Model Y actually became the best selling vehicle in the world, beating out the Toyota Corolla. So for those of you who don't think, electric vehicles are ready to be mainstream yet, well, obviously it's been proven wrong, because the Model Y is now the best-selling vehicle in the world for very good reason. It's a great combination of space, efficiency, performance, technology, safety. The Model Y is what we call a category killer. It pretty much dominates in every category it competes with, and almost, if not, kills the competition. Yeah, and it's kind of funny how things have changed over the last couple of years. We have a very big pre-owned business. We got into selling pre-owned Teslas a couple of years ago. We really started keeping them in stock, and the Model Y was a clear winner. But a couple of years ago, a lightly used or new Model Y, was $60,000 to $70,000 depending on the equipment. It was considered more of an ultra luxury good. But EV prices have come down in the last couple of years. Now you can buy a new or slightly used Model Y in the $30,000 to $40,000 range depending on the equipment and stuff like that. So it's become a lot more accessible to a wider range of people. And, the average price of a new car is right around $46,000. So now, instead of being an ultra luxury, good, considered an ultra luxury vehicle, the Model Y is closer to what, mainstream pricing is, be it on the new market or on the used market. This particular one's really nicely equipped with features. We have the white exterior, the white interior, the upgraded black wheels look absolutely fantastic. This is such a cool vehicle and so much to talk about. I can kind of ramble on for probably hours about these Teslas just because they're so different and so much to talk about. The first thing you'll notice when getting in a Tesla is just how sparse the interior is. There's hardly any buttons or knobs anywhere. There's a few buttons on the steering wheel, but the majority of the functionality is in the screen, and that's by design. Some people ridicule Teslas for being, too sparse. People like hard buttons, but the thing is, when you have hard buttons, they're there forever. You can't change them. Tesla's constantly, it seems like almost every month they're doing an update, improving features, improving safety, adding features. So this screen is infinitely reconfigurable. They're adding things like blind spot cameras. For a while, Teslas were out for years, and then they got an update one day, and you have blind spot cameras. They're adding features and software. They're adding ways to connect and watch movies and stuff. You can't do this while it's driving, while it's parked. You can, watch Netflix, Hulu. You can play video games. They're adding features of the toy box. You have like the boom box where you can make the horn sound like a goat or a fart, or play La Cucaracha. You can play ambient music through your horn. Maybe if you're having a picnic and you want to have a little bit of ambient music outside, you can play music through your horn. Pretty cool. You can do a light show. A lot of these things, they're adding features. The updates. You have the whoopee cushion. Silly things like that. Some of the things are silly. Some of the things are really helpful. You have amazing cameras for parking and visibility, and then we have a dash cam. So the Tesla will record video while you're driving. It has 8 cameras all around it, and it has a USB port, so you can put a USB drive, and it will record footage all around. So if you get like in an accident, you'll have that. Maybe if you get pulled over and it wasn't your fault, you have evidence. And while it's parked, they have what we call Sentry mode, so it will record movement, any movement or anything. This is traded in for a new Rivian, so you can see one of the last Sentry events was at a Rivian dealership, and I saw this car backing up next to it. It detected movement, and then it caught it on camera. So this thing doesn't miss anything. These things don't skip a beat. They see everything. It's almost it's almost like too much, but you can kind of control what you want to see, all that stuff. I can go on and on about all these amazing features, but the dash cam, you can also pull up live camera views with your app. The Tesla app is absolutely amazing. You can warm up your vehicle, you can cool down your vehicle, you can check the state of charge, all through your app. And you don't have to do everything through the screen. Tesla has like 150 different voice commands. So for instance, if I want to put the wipers on 1. Wipers off. Wipers off. Rear defroster on. So there's 150 different voice commands. So, you know, you don't have to even look down off the road and be distracted. You can just do voice commands and make a lot of changes to the vehicle. You have these amazing live Google Maps, the fantastic parking cameras, the full self-driving visualization. Pretty cool stuff. You know, charging is really easy. You have this lightning bolt right here, so you can pull up the supercharging network. You know, pretty much no one can compete with Tesla's supercharging network. It's absolutely amazing. You can pretty much drive almost anywhere in the country with this amazing supercharging network. For instance, if we wanted to go across the state to Spokane, we don't have enough juice to make it there, and you know, we're gonna have to stop and charge. Tesla has this amazing trip planner which will take the range anxiety out of owning an EV. It will plan the whole trip for you. It'll tell you where to charge for, how long to charge for, how much you know, how much charge you'll have when you reach your destination. So if you're not sure if you're going to make it somewhere, you can use a Tesla trip planner, and it's always good to navigate to a supercharger because it will precondition the battery for faster charging. On the news, like all those people in Chicago who couldn't charge their car, it was because their batteries were completely cold. They didn't warm up the batteries, and a cold battery will not charge very well or hardly charge in freezing temperatures. But the people that preconditioned their batteries, they heated up the batteries before charging, they don't have any issues. And you can also do planned departures with your app. So, you know, if you leave every day at a specific time, the car will automatically warm up. It'll warm up the battery, warm up the car, so you're ready to go, and it will operate in the most efficient manner. Man, so much to talk about in so little time. The Model Y is considered a compact, but the classification can be deceiving because it's very spacious. And since the Model Y is not hampered by the conventional construction of a gas-powered vehicle, doesn't have a gas tank, doesn't have drive shafts going through the middle of the vehicle, doesn't have emissions control system, exhaust systems, it allows you to free up a lot of space in the interior, you know, for more cargo space and more, you know, passenger space. You have this front right here, which is more cargo space. It's also a safety feature because you have all the space to absorb crush energy in a frontal collision. Normally a car has an engine here, so you have a crumple zone that's 60% larger than a gas car of an engine. Look at these beautiful upgraded wheels. This thing looks fantastic in white. The Model Y is one of the safest crossover SUVs that you can buy. One of the lowest rollover risks for any vehicle. You know, rolling over a vehicle really increases the chances of severe injury. And the reason why this has such a low rollover risk is because of the batteries. The weight of the batteries are so low, it's kind of like an anchor or a keel keeping this thing planted to the ground. They have tests and they try to roll these things over, and it's almost impossible to get them to roll over. When they do get on their side, the weight of the battery just flops them right back on the wheels. Lots of space here in the rear seat accommodations, tons of headroom, tons of space. It has a camp mode, so you can actually fold down the seats and camp in it and stuff like that, which is a little bit more functional on a vehicle like the Y versus a sedan. You can fold down those seats. You have a cargo area cover, and look at this, you have even more storage under here. Normally it'd be a gas tank or an exhaust system. Well, since there's no gas tank or exhaust system, you have more storage. I really like the minimalist design of the Model Y. It's really grown on me, and it's really fast. 0 to 60 is right around 5 seconds. Fully charged range is close to 300 miles. You have a motor in the front, motor in the back, dual electric motors, which makes it all-wheel drive, so it's really quick. Acceleration is sports car-like. Even though this is a crossover SUV, you can leave a lot of sports cars in the dust at the stoplights. You know, not encouraging you to drag race or anything like that, but this thing really is impressive how fast it is, and it's really cool. If you want one of the safest, one of the most technologically advanced vehicles on the road, the best-selling vehicle in the world, look no further than the Model Y. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully see you soon, and have a wonderful day.